What's up guys, Sinclair Photos here, and today is a absolutely beautiful day here in Houston, Texas. Well, we're actually kind of in the Woodlands, Texas, and that is for a very good reason. We are beginning the hunt for the new car for the channel. We're gonna do a series of videos, I'm thinking 4 or 5, test driving some of the newest and best cars in the price range of like 40,000, maybe even touching up to 100,000. So we're gonna do a couple videos all around in there, seeing what's gonna replace the FRS as the new staple of the channel, because the FRS is still for sale. If any of you guys want to buy it, 25,000. The price has gone down from 30. But today is the first episode of shopping for the new car, and the car that we are working with today is none other than the C8 Corvette, baby.
We're going home. I take a final look and embrace it. I will never be the same again. Running for our lives, we crash from the falling skies and embrace it.
So in today's video, it's going to be all about just how good the C8 Corvette is at everything it's supposed to be good at. We're going to talk about speed, we're going to talk about comfort, we're going to talk about the wow factor of the car, because that is what you guys like to see on YouTube. But today is such a beautiful day, we couldn't experience this car without, of course, taking the roof off. So it's like 40-50 degrees here, very, very nice for Houston, Texas. So we're gonna take the roof off and experience this car with the top down, baby. All right, we're gonna put you down and see how easy it is to take off the trunk. I'm pretty sure, or the roof, I'm pretty sure it's just 2 thingies, but we did it. All right guys, now that we can enjoy the C8 and the beautiful weather, let's hop inside. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be even better for filming as well. Shut the door, roll down the windows. This ain't a bad view, is it, Mason? Yes sir, this is great. All right, let's do this thing. This is proper, man. This is good stuff. And with the top down, you just feel like you're on top of the dang world. Alright guys, so now of course we had to take it to Market Street, the place where all the fancy rich people come to do their shopping. We got Louis Vuitton, we got Michael Kors. This is a good test to see if there's anybody out and see if they like the car. So let's take a look-see around at some of the people and see if they're staring back at us. They are. Oh yeah, baby, this thing is a head turner. And it being, I think this color is called Torch Red. Very standout compared to your normal car. So one thing I really like about this car is just this view. It is like nothing else on the market right now, with the heads-up display up there, the gauges, all electronic. Super driver focused. Yeah, it is super driver focused. Everything's pointed towards you, and then the only thing right here is the climate control, and that's really the only thing that the passenger can even touch. We were messing around with it earlier and we couldn't figure out whose seats were what on. Yeah. but dang, this thing is sweet. We're gonna whip around and see if we can find that new Defender though. Another thing I like about the car is this. Oh, dang. That sounds so good, and that's a stock exhaust too. You don't really get the pops and bangs usually with the stock exhaust, but this is another freaking level, man. I just wish these cars weren't selling for over $100,000. Even the ones that are like a 1LT and 2 LTs, they are like up in the 90s and 100s. But I mean, if you guys keep watching the videos, anything is possible.
Yes, sir.
We have sports and we have luxury. You got the Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
That's sweet. And like a pearlescent color.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Just like that at the supermarket.
Yeah, just the grocery getter. And this car can also be the grocery getter too, because you got the frunk and the trunk, which is super cool. The nice cars are all out today too. We got the brand new Land Rover Defender with the paper plate
It's like
still on it.
Model. It's like the top of the line one.
Dang. Okay,
Off-road
big
tires.
baller, I see you. Sweet. All right, let's go to another fancy area and see what we can find. This is super cool. While we're also waiting at this light, we can see behind us the people's faces so clearly. That girl is taking pictures of us right now. And we got to put on a show. The lady with the beanie in the passenger seat. I think we can take this minivan. See ya! Another very controversial topic with this car is it a supercar? Or what makes a supercar a supercar? It has the mid-engine, it's got the looks, it's got the speed for the most part. What's it missing to make it that supercar? I just think at a price point of MSRP under $60,000, which you can make one happen, not looking like this, but I think that might be just where the not a supercar comes into play. I feel like supercars have some sort of exclusivity that this thing has right now, but in a year or two, once they start rolling out, the Z06 comes out, possibly even the ZR1, I think that you'll be able to pick these up for like next to nothing. And me and Mob Genius were talking, and this is gonna be like the best car once they hit the actual used car market. I think everyone can agree on that one. Wouldn't be a complete car experience without being able to ride shotgun every once in a while. So we're gonna let Mr. Mason drive and
Compare it to the Supra.
yeah, because we've ridden in Mason's Supra, and now we're gonna ride passenger in the C8. See what it's like. It feels very snug over here from a first perspective, first impression, and
It is very smart.
I think I like this. With the roof off, it feels very nice. I sat in the other one, the orange one that I drove a little while ago with the roof on, and I was hitting my head. So maybe we'll throw the roof back on later and then see if it happens still. Maybe I've gotten a little taller, but for a big guy and the roof off, it feels very nice. All right, here we go. Ooh, baby. I about lost me cap there. We're gonna let the hair flow out today. Ooh, while we still got it. Usually Corvette guys are bald, but we have probably the most hair that's ever been in a Corvette. Just looking out the rear views right here, the side, woo-hoo! The side mirrors is just crazy. It's so like boxy. The edges just like pop out at you. I really like that.
Very interesting. I was talking about earlier how it's like kind of the same thing as the Supra when you look in the rear view mirrors, but the Supra you see like the curved end, and here you see the sharp angles.
Yeah.
Something also very interesting that I've already observed is I was expecting the opposite of this, but in the sport mode in the Supra, it's actually a rougher ride. Like the suspension gets stiffer in sport mode than this car does, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this car to be more harsh, I guess.
It's a everyday car, man. You got a mode for everything. I'm pretty sure there's even like a wet mode in there somewhere. But of course we are in race mode and feels good. So after being in the passenger seat for a little bit, I've kind of got a good idea of how it feels. I'd almost say being a passenger in this car is a little bit more fun than being the driver. You get the whole like fastness and experience being in the car without really having to worry about all of this going on right here.
Very busy over here.
It is. And I don't know, I just feel like this is such a good car for like everything. Like you can just drive this car to the store, you can drive this car on the track, there's track mode, there's wet mode.
The modes change the car so much, like completely. And there's, I don't know, it's just a really good all-around car, honestly.
You got 2 trunks, I think we mentioned that before, and it's really just good for everything. This or the convertible would be a tough choice, because having the option to take it off and still have like the hard top coupe is cool, and you get to see the engine right here, which is something you don't get in the convertible. It's just a flat thing with the little 2 pillars behind your head there. I just feel like the convertible one would be more of like a, it looks cooler, I feel, with the top down, but this thing just looks sweet like all the time. I'm having a blast.
Great to just have the top off and you can just pop it back on, you keep it in the back. It's really nice.
And you still got a whole nother trunk in the front. How do those paddles feel?
Very nice. They're very, it's very instant. It's very instant, but it definitely shifts quicker than the Supra. That's one of the things I will say.
That just probably never gets old right there. That just looks so cool. Woohoo! That sounds so good. Having the engine right behind your head is a very nice thing. That's so cool. And we found out that this thing, if you just flick this down, it turns into a regular mirror. And then, boop, it's a camera. Check out those houses, man. That is so crazy. That doesn't even look like we're in Texas anymore. It looks like some California stuff. And it's all right across the lake.
This one looks like a...
Oh my God. Get the car, get the house, then you're playing Monopoly after that. Buy up everything. So guys, now that we're ending our time with this car, what do you think? Should we make the next car on the channel a C8 Corvette? I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. We're gonna see just how good each one of these videos do, and I have a couple contenders in my head. You guys know the Supra and the GTR are obvious contenders. This I hadn't really thought about until like the last couple days, and if we can order one and maybe wait a little bit and get it for what it's actually worth, instead of paying like $20,000, $30,000 over what the base MSRP of this car would be, which this one we were told was $87,000 and then a $5,000 dealership markup. So if we can avoid the dealership markup and do a lower trim, maybe the 2LT with a couple of the options, then that is really a strong contender for what the next car could be. GTR and this get up in the, what the heck? Or maybe this should be the next car on the channel. What is that thing? It's a Ford. That is sweet. What the heck? Sheesh. He's a Ford man. We got the Chevy, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Chevy on this one. We of course have the Bronco coming, so I think after we pick up that car, then we really get to assess the situation with one of these. So what do you guys think? Should the C8 Corvette be the next Sinclair Photos Mobile on the channel? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you liked this video. Huge shout out to Mob Genius TV for letting us use this car for the day. Y'all go subscribe to him. He's got some banger videos if you guys like the slabs and the lowrider scene, and of course some C8 content coming from him as well. But if you like the video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.